Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Dopefish Productions reviewer. Today we'll be reviewing another hussbek story, The Flight of the Kitsune Striker. Now, out of all hussbek stories, this one I never really got into reading. It took me about 4 attempts to actually read this. It isn't because it is bad, per se. It's more along the lines that he's combined so much stuff into this story to make his own unique universe that I just couldn't really get into it, mainly because I never been really a Star Fox fan. Not until a few interesting things came along that made me semi-fan of it. Um, I'll give you the summary and the ranking, and there ain't much to talk about this series. Naruto joins the Cornerian Academy in order to become a ace pilot like his dad, who is a member of the famous Star Fox team. But after his death at the hands of a traitor, he fell into a depression, but later gains the strength to get back on his feet and joins Star Fox to live up to his father's legacy. Faunus Naruto. Now, in the story, he combines a few elements like making Faunus a part of the Star Fox universe from Ruby. It's a very multi crossover. From what I remember reading, it's a Ruby, Naruto, Star Fox, I think a little bit of Star Wars, and a little bit of I'm trying to think. There was some other show that there's like three or four other elements that he threw in there, and I can't remember them off the top of my head. But I would give this story probably a 7 out of 10 as a generous critic of it. It's not because it's bad per se. It's just this story, unlike others, it's hard to get into. Mainly because I never was a fan of Star Fox, and it's kind of like the Infinite Stratos one. I just wasn't into reading it at all, and I only read it because of I got bored one day. It took me 3 attempts to get to current, and I will say it's a very good read. But besides that, eh, it's up to you if you want to read it. I'm just not a huge fan of Star Fox in general, and even though Naruto is put in the story and it really makes in-depth background for him, making it interesting, say the least. But that's about all I can say for this story, and if you want to read it, read it. Um, but I will recommend it just because it's a hussbek story. Just be prepared to be a little bit bored in the first 2 or 3 chapters. Um, it eventually turns into a good read as it goes on, but it's boring at first. Just to let you know that. Now, have a nice day.